All right, what's up? We're still messing around in New York City. We will be for a while, so too bad, I guess, if you don't like New York City. We're going to start out getting a bite to eat at Ray's Pizza. One of the Ray's, I think this is famous original Ray's, but there's Ray's and famous Ray's, original Ray's. That was a big joke on an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer gets lost. But we'll get some pizza here. It's good. It's good pizza. New York pizza is cool and different. But the main thing we're going to do is check out some art. I'm going to go to a couple art museums, the MoMA and the Met. MoMA is the Museum of Modern Art, and the Met's the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So we'll go check those out. There's some artwork there of good old Axel Foley. I dig the Beverly Hills Cop movies. Cool to see that here in the subway. But so we'll head on over. We'll start out at the Met, check out a few things there. I'm a dumb hillbilly. I don't know about art. My art at home consists of the Mothman, artwork of the Mothman, or artwork of the Hatbox Ghost from the Haunted Mansion. So, but I dig art. I think it looks cool. Some of it sucks, but some of it looks cool. And we'll go check out some of the cooler looking artwork. While we're headed over, and we'll be over there in just a second. Go ahead and like, subscribe. Uh, Subscribe if you want. My kids will think that's cool, like I've said before. Whatever. I don't really care what you do. But we'll get in here and start checking out some of this artwork. So we'll get in here in just a second. This is the Met. I've never been to either of these, the Met or the MoMA. We'll start here with the Met, which was, they were both cool, but this is probably the cooler of the two. Just the way it's laid out, and so much freaking stuff in here. They both have a lot, but this one's just freaking packed. Um, and a couple things we'll focus on. We're going to head over to the American wing, and that the famous painting of Washington crossing the Delaware. That's here. It's not the original. The original was destroyed. It was so it was done by a German dude. It's not as American as you'd think. Done by a German painter, and the original was on display in Germany and was destroyed during bombing in World War II. This one is supposed to be a replica. I don't know. From the pictures I saw, maybe there's some slight differences in the ice and stuff, but it's really close anyway. And this was done even well before the bombing. So he painted several of these, and this one was like started in 1850, and I think was finished and on display, kind of touted in New York City in 1851, and eventually ended up here at the Met, still in New York City, but freaking huge. The original I think was this same size too, like it fit on the side of your freaking house. But it's freaking huge. Hard to tell here in this picture, or this view. Another that he did at one point was on display in the White House for a long time, and then got sold to a museum. I think maybe it's been sold since then too, but I'm not sure where it is now. Maybe in private collection somewhere. But this was the second one. I guess the oldest one now at this point. This specific one's had a few different homes in its lifetime. It was in Dallas for a while. It was even on a freaking display in some Methodist church in Pennsylvania at one point. So maybe a little weird spot for it to be. But that was close to where this is, the river there coming over from Jersey. Uh, but anyway, the other one that we want to check out here was one of the portraits of Van Gogh. This is one of his self portraits with, I think it's just called self portrait with straw hat, 1887, because he did tons and tons of these. And several of them were self portrait with straw hat. Uh, some of them he had a pipe. Some of them were dated like summer '87. This I think was just dated 1887. But tons and tons that he's done of himself over the years. Cool to see one of those here in the MoMA. Not the MoMA. I said the MoMA. This is the freaking Met. Told you I was a moron. But real cool to see. So what he did, I reckon he had a mirror in front of him. So these are all kind of reversed image of what he saw as he was looking into the mirror for each one of these. But you see, I mean, there's just so much crap here. Cool stuff. tons of sculptures, tons of paintings everywhere, and just the way this is laid out just made it so much cooler too than what the MoMA was. The MoMA is just kind of, at least the layout of it was real bland and vanilla. But they had some cool stuff over there. We'll still get over and check some stuff out anyway. So here's the Thinker. I think everybody knows the Thinker. This is a smaller one. The original, which I didn't know and didn't know any of this, the original was part of this giant, freaking, real cool looking sculpture called the Gates of Hell, and he's sitting outside of what looks like just crazy gate with a bunch of stuff going on. But this is one of the castings. There's tons and tons of castings, different sizes. This is just one of those, and not this. Now we've moved over. There's this whole freaking Egyptian wing with a bunch of cool stuff here, freaking mummies and artwork that looked real cool. The man, if I had to go just to one to see cool stuff, there's some real cool paintings over at the MoMA. But dang, this was some real cool stuff too. So now we are over at the MoMA. This, you can see, this is real annoying, pretentious the way things are set up here. Just so much different, but so much more bland. But I mean, the freaking Starry Night. It's hard to pass up stopping to seeing the Starry Night. I'd say that's probably Van Gogh's most famous, the Starry Night. So cool to see one of the many self-portraits over at the other museum, and hop over here and see what's probably his most famous thing. There's a famous Rousseau, the Sleeping Gypsy. Just lots of people in the way, that gets annoying. But I mean, there's tons and tons of cool paintings here. There's a Picasso, one of his works. But we'll check out. There's another freaking thing here, definitely worth checking out. The Persistence of Memory. You'll recognize it when we show it here in just a second. So here we go. See how it's just so freaking small, but daggone Persistence of Memory. Yeah, it's just such a cool Salvador Dali. So cool to see it right here, just right there in freaking front of your face. Definitely go check out at least one of these museums. The Met's just so much cooler, but daggone, man, the Starry Night and Persistence of Memory, worth stopping in for to see these, if nothing else. All right, that's enough of this stuff for me. We'll finish up here just with the cool American stuff back over at the Met, and or half American, half German. But and then we'll wrap this up. Like and subscribe, all that junk. The standard junk everybody's got to say. Do all that stuff. But we'll figure out something else to do, and we'll get on out of here.